Hey there friends and potential listeners, Mac here, DM of Comatoast Plays D&D. I wanted to go ahead and record a quick snippet to act as a sort of catch-up fill-in for the player characters in the story so far as you jump into our adventures that are already underway. First, our players. Vince is playing a gnomish bard with a bit of elven ancestry, known to many as Felv Fiddlefingers, though he is prone to taking on other guises and monikers when he needs to fool them. His silver tongue and sharp wit are perhaps even more dangerous than his skill with spells. Christine is playing a half-elven sorceress named Regina Revan. Her past is mysterious to most, including her. She claims to have come from an organization in the Shadowfell known as the Citadel of Whispers, though she believes she was plucked from another life on the Prime Material Plane as a child and seeks answers for what she lost. Tim is playing a Dragonborn Paladin Cleric multiclass named Jiraiya. A former slave, freed by his master Magni Bronzebeard after saving the dwarf's life from beasts discovered in the mines on his plantation, Jiraiya seeks to gain more knowledge and power from Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, who is largely considered to be a myth of the enslaved Dragonborn in the Sunwell Dominion, but who granted Jiraiya his abilities and seems to have marked him to be destined for more. Emma is playing Gilvin Stouthammer, a barbarian and a lesser cousin of the prominent dwarven Stouthammer clan in Ethelos. Gilvin left home and a smithing apprenticeship under his father in order to chase the dream of adventure and find answers about his missing cousin Norfolk, as well as a shady organization to which Norfolk and his family owe a hefty debt of gold. This group is known as the Empty Eyes. Tyler is playing a human artificer named Edward Thal Gould, usually just going by Thal. While he hasn't yet shared much about his life before that, he did tell the party about his prosthetic arm, a miracle of technology created of metal that feels and acts much like a real arm would. It was bestowed on him by a mysterious entity while he was unconscious, replacing the lame arm that had been in its place. The entity's identity and reasons are unknown to him, but he hopes to discover answers on the road. John is playing a half-elven rogue named Olo Dwath, generally going by Olo. He has revealed precious little about his past thus far in our game, but he possesses great skill with a bow and the ability to flow from shadow to shadow like water from river to sea. These 6 characters found themselves in the small town of Gar, independent of each other at the turn of the new year. As the New Life celebration was underway, they each had experiences that left them expecting something, expecting more. Almost immediately after these individual happenings, the town was attacked by raiding goblins, more organized than is typical for their race. The player characters all decided to rush to action, drawn by the sounds of slaughter, and met for the first time on the battlefield. They cleared the initial attack and took on the job of entering the town's mines, where the incursion came from, to handle the problem. Clearing the mine and the network of goblin caves beyond, they discovered the goblins had been organized and led by a pair of Githyanki, who had found themselves moved to the material plane from the astral sea. Finishing that work, as well as clearing a troublesome clutch of owlbears preventing work at a local logging camp, the group gained the good graces of Consul Amethyst Minuntiva, a sort of governor for the Sunwell Dominion in the town of Gar. They were paid well and informed of reports of missing persons in Sartreese, a city to the south of Gar, as well as Wycliffe, a city further away to the northeast and also Gilvin's hometown. After hearing rumors of Gilvin's missing cousin down in Sartreese and bonded through the fires of battle and Regina's sudden death and equally sudden resurrection, they decided to head south to pursue Gilvin's goals and see what else fate may hold for them. They met some difficulty on the road in the form of a goblinoid ambush made up of those who escaped their extermination in the caverns under Gar, but they arrived in Sartreese one evening after a few weeks' travel, acquired rooms at the Boarhat Inn, and rested before the business of the coming days. This is where you, the listener, get to join us on our continued journey. Hopefully you enjoy our little home game, but thanks for giving us a shot either way. See you at the table.